I'm gonna do a quick stock market update. Now, the thing is, I don't want to leave you hanging. So, this is not my normal business. I'm not into regular stock market daily things, but things are moving so fast here before the end of the year. I want to get these in real quick as I can. So I don't want to leave you hanging and say, "What happened, Kirk? You're supposed to give us an update." So I'm just telling the plans that I'm doing and what's happening right now. So go to Gregory Marciano, his channel, but see, he does no technical analysis. Boy, if he combined the two, he'd be really good. He's very good at understanding the game of the words coming out of the Fed's mouth, this and that, and all these others, these zombies and puppets and all this other stuff. The only thing he lacks, and I'm not trying to insult him, he needs to understand technical analysis. He's got that little indicator that he uses. That he talks about everybody, which is good. He's got a good indicator. He calls it a risk reward indicator, kind of like the VIX. But you don't need to get fancy, man. Just use the VIX. Just use straight stuff that's easy to do. Everybody's got a new calculator, new tool. There's all these ones. Just remember, just keep the basics. And unless you got tracking algorithms, I used to have algorithms that would track the stock market because it's all computer controlled. That's different. That is way different when you have algorithms trying to gauge their moves. Okay, but just the indicators, come on. You can use the VIX. It's one half a dozen other crossovers. VIX versus the like the MACD is important. VIX, MACD is important indicator. Volume's important, things like that. Basics, keep it simple, folks. I always call it kiss it. Oh my God, sorry. Keep it simple, stupid. All right. Okay, all right. So kiss it. Okay. So here real quick, S&P 500. It's flat. Dow's a little bit down. It's not much moving, but this is basically flat. Now up. The Russell slightly down. So that TZ I'm holding, it's been wibble wobbling. And I took a jam yesterday, but I'm still holding it again because there's a gap fill. I'll show you in a minute. Still waiting for that gap to fill on the downside, and I'll explain what I'm thinking overall. Okay, crude. This is funny. Crude is up 1% right there, and see, look at that, right there. Well, anyway, that's okay because you know what? Don't care, because it's funny. This guy yesterday goes, "How are you making money on shorting the commodities? Because all rising." Say gold's up, crude's up, because I played the charts. And also with the help of the discernment by Father and Lord and all that. Oh, silver, look at that. It's running now. And then everybody's been waiting for that to run. So silver, it's got a run on it. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look about that one, okay? Euro, dollar, blah, blah, blah. This is important to watch too. The bonds are going to explode, though, by the way, some folks. This thing is going to be a nightmare. I'll explain that to you later. That's an upcoming trade. Just timing on that one's horrible. Bitcoin down as usual. That one, stay out of the Bitcoins. Stay out of them. In my opinion, you can do what you want to do. Okay, so let's go back to, let's see, I want to look at the IWM first. Keep it simple here. And see, bring that in. Oh, come on. It's these cell signal. On this new Earth, by the way, you entire time on Mandela effect. Boy, we had cell signal when they're 3G, 2G, 1G. I mean, seriously, this world has so much weirdness that you can't. I'm sitting in the middle of a major city, and I got 2 bars now with 4G. And it drops down to 1. Man, I could be in the corner of the mountains in Colorado and still be, oh my God, still got a signal. So this world is different. I don't know how to describe it. Maybe it flattened out for you flat earthers. It got more rounder. I have no idea for the rounders, but the whole world is so fake. This one's so garbage. Anyway, I don't want to go on there. I just something to fill my mouth while we're talking here. What's going on? Is this IWM? You gotta be kidding me. Anyway, that was one of the things too, Mandela effect. I noticed that cell signal services are just awful, and that's why no wonder they had to try to push this 5G garbage. It's even worse. They pronounce better. I get slower speeds. Everybody gets switch. You're jammed. It's ridiculous. Okay, IWM down. Let's see. Let's bring the full screen up. And sorry for the background noise. That's my office. How do you guys like the office noise? Instead of listening to Karen or Chad, I've got the trucks driving by. That's Kirk's office. Yeah, I laughed about it because one time I said, hey, I guess you call my old buddies and my colleagues in the computer field and all this other stuff. Tell them that I've been upgraded because I got an office on the beach now. All right, there it is. So I still think they're going to fill that gap before they run up for the Santa Claus rally. Right, that stick right there. That stick, that gap between those two, right there, those two bars. I think that is going to be filled, and that's going to be one marker. And then if that gets taken out, because we're running out of time for start of standard rallies, because it takes weeks to turn the markets. Once it takes some weeks. Fear can be generated quickly as people. They'll throw on a mask in 10 seconds. Be careful. Don't get banned. Throw on a mask in 10 seconds. like a Lone Ranger, whatever, or the head over the head, and fear. It's so easy. It's so sad how easy people are to control the fear. But markets, even with fear, it takes time to maneuver them. And otherwise, unless you have some major event, and all of a sudden everybody sell immediately, which is going to happen, by the way. I think it's going to happen next February. Boom, that market is going to be a nasty. Oh, you don't want to be in this thing next February. Not kidding, unless you're on the short side. It is going to be ugly. I'll explain that to you later. Okay, that is my projection. I think February, somewhere the second, third week of February, oh, you're going to see some news, some event, some surprise, and it's going to be 10% handled down. They're going to put in lock limit orders and all these other things to hold it down. I hold it up, sorry. Okay, so there's that gap. So here, that's what we're looking at. It looks like IDM. So it's got a ways to go down here. So we're going to wait on that one. And I talked about the channel. Still need to get the moving averages, okay? Next one we want to do is, sorry about that. Make sure I get everything into. I want to get all my thoughts. Well, that's loading. I'll go ahead and talk about the. I'm trying to multitask here. That's the thing about NPCs. They can't multitask. It's amazing. It's like they don't have the multi-processing unit in their brain. I've discovered that they are singular. They can only focus on one thing at a time. So they need to take an upgrade, not just a download. We need to get these people to be able to, and I'm not trying to insult you. If you're a single processor linear, that's fine, because sometimes it lets you have more focus. But I'm a I can see 4 things happen at once. I'm monitoring around me. I'm talking. I can actually think different thoughts at the same time. Okay. Let's see. I gotta decline that. Yeah. Sorry about that, folks. All right. Everybody's calling me today. You'll see my video about the insanity. All right. They're all insane. Sorry. No, it's all insane. IWN, see, now I lost focus. Okay, IDM. Oh, my natural gas trade, the KOLD. Well, it's going to be the same thing. I just want to show you the chart. You can pull it up yourself. And we got airplanes coming by. Okay, so back to that at the same time. As the airplane goes by, Mandela effect, the engine's on the front of the airplane now instead of underneath the wing, the jet engines. That's one thing I noticed right off the bat. I was like, man, these airplanes are different. Yeah, okay. So here's what's going to happen. They're going to probably pull it back for a week or a week and a half. So you can short the market for a week and a half. But then about the second week before the end of this week, they're going to ramp it. They're going to ramp it for to get the COs to get their bonuses. They're going to ramp it because mutual fund companies, all the fund companies, are going to try to take a tax loss when they can and reposition for next year. So they're going to sell but rebuy. So in that process, there's going to be a lot of swapping around, increases volume. And volume creates higher demand in a sense. It can create downside, but it creates a higher push up because the mutual funds, all the fund companies, all the fund managers, all the hedge fund guys, they got to take losses and reposition. Oh, you wrote the wrong. All right, you got to be kidding me. All right, so here's the thing: is Cold's gonna. So that's the plan. So if you want to short, I'm not telling you what to do. I've been wrong before. I'm only human after all. But if you want to short, you can probably short in here. Actually, you can short. I'm going to explain to you why. Because the VIX is below 20. I told you it breaks below 20. And there's the semi-truck. Thank you. Can you send anything else along the way? Satan, can you send some bombs in here too at the same time? This is ridiculous. Okay. What is going on? Oh, here's the KLD. No, what is it? I typed in KLD. Unless... You got to be kidding me, friends. I'm sorry. I should have done this when I have a cleaner signal, and I guess next time I'll start bringing up multiple windows. I can just flip between them. I just hate to do this, right? All right, here we go. KLD. There we go. Thank you. All right, KLD. Yeah, I got some thoughts about this real again. I'm still trying to evaluate things. I really know. I hate to keep saying it. We need more help from the good side, unless they're just going to let us flounder. I mean, they're not. They're helping. I'm not. No, because otherwise, I wouldn't be sitting on the street talking. So I don't disrespect to them. But we're on a teeter-totter. We need to start winning that side. Oh my gosh, and better things going on. All right, here we go. There's KLD. All right. Yeah, we still got that gap. About 50. Yeah, I did that yesterday. But see that gap right here? Just again here like this, that gap in between those two, that's got to be filled. See, it's not there yet. Look at this. They try to bring that in there. See? So tomorrow, if it hits it, you want to take it off. That's a short of natural gas. Because you've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars up. It's hard to hold something more than 7 bars historically even. Sometimes you get up to 9, but boy, it starts to wear out. And I'm seriously, they're gonna see, like even here you got one. See, like even over here, we saw this last one. One. See, you'll see a pause. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, always count the bars to how many you got. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it paused. And then 7, 8, 9, and then it went flat. See? All those trades were just all in the same area. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 trades up. It depends on how much the move up and stuff like that is, of course. Even this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They got a doji and then down. Okay? So this thing, we got to be careful here now. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, unless it starts running sideways. You know what I mean? And then we can have another launch. But so okay. But I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So another 2 days. If that gap fills, I'm probably gonna take it off, or take a little bit off, take half of it, whatever, right? So I might take some of that off there. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, I wanted to go with the VIX, because I told you the VIX and the other thing. That's the last one I'll do, because VIX runs S&P, NASDAQ, and all this other stuff. I'm trying to find the hottest runner-ups and the biggest losers to see who you can attack quickly. I got some ideas on that. I mean, I saw some run-ups. NASDAQ, man, boy, that thing got just damaged, and then now it's rebounding hard. Okay, so anyway, VIX. This is what I want to show you. You really got to pay attention to this VIX in here. That's your fear and greed index, of course. And VIX is the reason this one's so important is because it almost drives everything. The gold, silver. That's, you know, they got these contracts being based on. I've told you about that before. What happened? Are you kidding me? I thought I sucked some VIX. Oh my gosh, I did VIX. You gotta be kidding me. Now I lost control, my friends. VIX. There we go. VIX, 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 VIX. I'm not even financing you. I am sorry. I thought it was gonna be a 5-minute video. I'm gonna have to work on this, so you guys don't have to sit there. You don't have time to listen to me. There we go. Fine. So anyway, so the VIX is important. Like this. Oh, an upcoming trade too. I'm going to talk to you about that. You can put a comment later on any video as they run about the Treasury. Well, you get a piece of that one, because the Treasury, the short on that sucker. I think some of the ETFs are, I'm trying to remember which one, EBT or some of those others. Boy, those things, when that thing explodes, it may be next year, but boy, that thing is going to run. They're already starting to run. What is going on here? Oh, you're kidding me. Yahoo Finance stuck. Let's look up. There we go. All right, here we go. God, what is going on? Let's see. Oh, I'm sorry, friends. Let's see. Oh, you're kidding me. Get rid of this. I'm telling you. The problem is I'm trying to do multiple things at once. And here we go. Finance area. So anyway, yeah, the Treasury, that's going to explode. So you get one of those 3-time suckers. And I think I've already been running. But I've been busy doing other things and don't have a lot of cash, I'm struggling on the streets even here and trying to keep my vehicle running, other things like this. And then we got the slowness. Well, okay, I'm just going to explain to you. You can look at the VIX while it's loading. The VIX is between that range. It's like 19 something close today. Anything below 20, trust me. I'm not telling you what to do, and I'm not trying to be smart like. I'm just telling you. I'm not even going to tell you what to do. You can actually, as long as you have too much decay, you can short in here. Kid you not. You can short and wait until January, February if you want to. That thing is going to go it's going to go above 20 again. I'm not kidding you. If I'm wrong, then oh my gosh, then you never listen to Kirk ever again, because I know this. It is going to go above thing. So there's a lot of things you could short, right? Short the market, but that one's a little bit tricky. There's nothing really. I don't care if they have ETFs tied to. They all want collapse tied to the VIX direct. There is, but you got to be careful. The UVX and SPY, they did not trade properly. I've talked to people. There's no true VIX, probably on purpose. No true VIX trading. See, 1984. You got to be kidding me. You just went on the 20 handle. There is way too much greed in this market. Now, normal situations, no wars, no plagues, no garbage, no politics, elections, feds playing games, real issues, oil. I would say sure. You could see below that. Right now, you got to be kidding me, out of your mind. Now, it's not a good bottoming candle though. See, I have to see. I'm going to look at some of the ETFs to see what the volume was on these. And the VIX, it's hard because you got to get contracts. See, you want a candle that kind of does a whip down and whip right back up, and and see, it closed at the low day, which is bad. You know why? God, low of the day closes. See, there's the issue. I have to tell you about low of the day closes or high of the day closes. What happens low of the day close? You always want to sell on a low day close. Or no, wait. Yeah, you always want to sell. Sorry. Okay. I'll take that back. I got opposite. You always want to buy on the low day close, because I guarantee you, you watch me tomorrow, if you bought there, if you could scalp, if you have a lot of money and leverage, options or whatever, without you're going to see 1984. Is that the closing of the day? Yes. You're going to see 1984 print tomorrow. Never hold overnight. This one you can scalp it. You're probably going to see 20 or something else in here, but you're definitely, I don't know how much. It's the amount, this amount. You are going to see 1984, if not higher, tomorrow morning. Okay, so what does that mean? That means it's good for us on the short side. Okay, that means it's good to, I just said, to hold overnight. That's why I'm holding TZA and the KOLD short overnight. Normally don't. Okay, if you have a high of the day close, you want to sell, because you will buy at that price or lower sometime that day or the next day following. I'm trying to see if we can see a high day close. Let's see if we find one. Well, there's one, but not perfect. See that one right there? That right there. And it actually dipped in the next morning. See? So you have time to think. See right there how it dips? See if we can find a better one. Let's see if we find a, oh, there's a low day close. Almost see that one right there? That one right there? Next day, guess what? Right there. Markets are going to see red tomorrow on a Friday. You know, that's going to be interesting, because now they're going to close the week after all this garbage. There's a low day close right there. See this? Right there, that bar right there. Next day, see that's above that, the low day close. See that's it's that little flag on the bottom. If you know what on a bar or stick is that. Same here, low day close, up higher next day. There's a high day close there, and guess what? Next day it's lower. You can play that all day. Oh, look at this. It is beautiful. Low day close on that one too. There, I just put on the bottom of it. See how the price is higher. So you can hold this overnight and not sweat about it. Now here's one that gets tricky though. I told you, look at this one. There is one right there. That is a dangerous one. That occasionally, you know, nothing's perfect, these patterns, but it still had a very brief time to close that. See that one right there? It closed that one, that bar. Oh God, my finger. That one right there closed at a high flag. Means you want to sell, which actually means you were short the market you wanted to cover, but it briefly let you out the next day. See that? Briefly. So it did though. You know, you could have, I don't know how, you probably wouldn't much scalp, that would have been tight. You're talking 10 or 20 cents. So something happened that day. Boy, I don't know what that was. Some kind of crap, garbage lie. Because look how it gaps up even there. They were setting this market up. And then, but look though, I told you, if you're here, you could have got out again at the same cost. See that? And also, remember the gap got filled, that one too. So you could have put a small position here. Don't put all your money in it, and put another position once it gapped up again. Sometimes it's good to keep dry powder. Remember, you don't have to invest either. If you're an investor, see there, you could have waited and put 25% in here, another 25% in. Sometimes I've done that. I'd put in like, let's say you put in 10% on the bottom side here. You gotta be careful because those numbers get exponential. Put in, or let's say you put in 20%. 20% there, then you put in 40% on this one, and then if you want up here, you put in 50. Because somewhere in there you're or whatever, right? That's a lot of heavy. But if you want to play like all's out, that's what you do. Because then you know, if you want to go all out, man, that's what you would have done. You would pull that one, take that one off once you got that one cleared. Let's kind of see what happens. Then take that one off. That second position you made. The third one, maybe let it ride where you had the 20%. See, all right, that's it. God bless and love you all.